Hey Jamal, you got a lot of credit from the front office and the coaching staff for leading the charge of like organizing workouts and you vote with the young guys. I'm just curious what kind of sparked that for you and what that experience was like for the summer to get into it.
Just trying to win a championship. It was when you lose, try to find some motivation and the will to get back in there and to really start something fresh. And the front office made some moves. We got a lot of new faces, so we need to put our best foot forward as a group and try to get the job done.
Jamal, 2021 you're injured, 22 you're rehabbing, 23 is the championship year, 24 you're ready to play with Team Canada. Did this feel like a different opportunity for you this offseason? Is there anything you were able to change about your approach or what you accomplished?
I'm just rested, you know what I'm saying? After Team Canada and all that, just not having my body not having time to get back into shape or running shape and stuff like that. That really affected me. So just being able to have time off, be able to build back up, stuff like that, tone down going into the training camp, all that's huge. So I just feel a lot better than last summer. So that's always positive. I'm sure everybody else feels the same. We've had a longer offseason than usual. So like I said, we're all ready to get going, and we're just trying to put our best foot forward to knock her down.
How do you get the team to be as connected as they were in the championship year? And what do you think your responsibility is in getting the team to feel that way and accountable for all the things like that?
Just don't overthink it, just play. We have a great group of guys. We all like to be with each other. We all like each other. We all enjoy playing the game as well with each other. So don't overthink it. Just go out there, hoop, have fun. Sacrifice, and then we'll be fine. I think, like I said, just don't overthink it. Just go and play basketball, go play hard, come ready to play. It's going to be competitive training camp, so we're all excited for that. Yeah.
Jamal, in the back, did you make any kind of changes to your workout routine at all? Did you change anything with diet? Did you get stronger? I'm just curious how because you had so much time and you weren't obligated to do other stuff, did you add or try anything?
No. Just took a good period of time off, and then had time to work myself back into working out, which was nice. And so here we are, ready to go.
Jamal, with the duo of you and Jokic, having so many years together, what would you say is something that you two can grow on heading into this season?
I think talking between each other. On the court we have such a special connection, looking at each other without passing and just reading each other's emotions and reading each other's game at the point of where the game is at. We do such a good job without having any real conversation. So I think our next step is just leading this team and being more communicative to them together. And just talking stuff over that we like, that we see. Sometimes we do it, but it's very brief and it may be effective. I think we can be so much better just doing stuff more collectively and having more heads roll.
Jamal, looking back, how different does the start of this season feel with David being the head coach for the first time and not having Michael Porter Jr. in? How exciting is it this kind of fresh start it seems like?
Yeah, we missed those guys. Talked to Mike the other day. Just the nature of the business, So we had a lot of new faces, just kind of different energy, I guess, and we're ready to get going. There's a lot of build up to get to this point and work to get to this point, and now we're here and we just want to make the most of it. So the start of the season is very important to us. So the training camp is going to be a lot of fun and a big test for us to see how ready we are.
Hey Jamal, over here. I know you have some sessions with some of your teammates and some teammates since hours. How important was that to get prepared to these start of the season? How you approach the teammates, these new teammates? How was that and how was that experience for team?
Yeah, it's good. I think everybody just coming back mentally fresh. I think it's huge. I think everybody just having their own time off to do what they want and feel how they want and think about what they need to think. I think that's huge. So, getting to see the guys, play with them in LA. There was a lot of guys there, so that was a lot of fun. Just spend time off the court in a different state and all that. So, I think that's going to carry on to the regular season, to training camp. Just everybody be prepared and connected and with a common goal in mind. So, like I said, we're off to a great start, in my opinion, and we just need to continue this. We can't let little stuff derail us or whatever it may be. So, like I said, we're just locked in, ready to go.
Jamal, talk a lot about you guys being live that's happening with this basketball team right now. What are you most excited to see unfold with this basketball team, and is this by far the deepest success of the championship team?
I'm just focused on November, honestly. I know you guys have to talk about all year long and stuff, but it's September 29th, right? Training camp hasn't even started yet, so that's what I'm worried about. That's what we're focused on, and we're about to see. To answer all your questions, we're about to see in the next couple of days.
Jamal, if I remember correctly, I think Cam was out there in LA with you guys playing, so I know it's a short amount of time, but just what are your first impressions in terms of how he fits into what you do?
He's all around. He can do a little bit of everything. He can shoot it, he can dribble better than I thought he could. He gets to the rim, he can defend. And on top of that, he's a great guy. He's willing to learn and he loves the game. So I'm excited to see how he fits in. I think he'll fit in really fine. I think he'll be our leading scorer a lot of nights, just benefiting off the movement that we all have and the cutting, and he's not going to be expecting the kind of pass that we'll throw. So I think it's going to be a great system, great role for him, and gives us a great chance to win.
Obviously, beyond just roster changes, the whole coaching staff looks pretty different for the most part. How important is it kind of to have had a little bit of time around some of those assistants to just sort of establish a rapport with them in the gym, wherever it may be, just kind of having a comfortable relationship, I think, going into the season with a new group of people rather than just any that.
Yeah, it's good. Anytime you got somebody new to work with, you want to try to set out a good impression and go over the stuff that you care about, that you're intended want to be intentional about. So I think everybody that's come in has just kind of said their piece and kind of introduce us to what they're going to be talking about in training camp and all that. So like I said, we're just excited. We got some new faces. We're going to have new conversations and do things a little different now. So like I said, it's going to be fun. It should be fun, and excited to build a new relationship with these guys.
Jamal, you're going to be 29 in February. I think if I did the math right. Does that add to the urgency for you and seeing how the shuffle of the roster, better depth, like moving on? Does that add to any urgency for you personally?
We're trying to win. Trying to win every game that we go into. Every month that we play, every team that we play, we're trying to win. So that's not the mindset, then I don't know. So
Jamal, thinking back on the OKC series, obviously they went on to win the title. What were some things that you think the team sort of lacked towards the end there that you're hoping to improve going into the season?
I take that with a grain of salt. We didn't have a head coach, for a while, and obviously trying to change things up a little bit, just the tone of the locker room and how we went about things and all that stuff. So I think we did a pretty good job. The fact that we made it 7 games, made it really competitive. I think we lacked a little bit of structure. We were playing very random, and it was really effective. I think going into this year, having a full year to prepare and do things David's way, I think it'll be a better year all around, instead of just a 4-game regular season stint in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully this next couple of months gives us a chance to prepare for those playoffs visually, and we'll get to see what kind of changes we need to make.
Jamal, ESPN's top 100 players ranking had this season for 2 consecutive years. What's your reaction?
Had me what?
Top 100 players ranking had this season for 2 consecutive years. What's your reaction to that?
It's good, I guess. Solid.
You always talk about how you want to win a championship, but over the years, Nuggets fans will see you as an all-star player. Has been going to an all-star still go at this point?
Oh, of course. Always. I'm just focused on having a really great November, though. You know, that's my biggest thing, having a great November. So I think if we just start there, I think we'll get off to a great start.
Jamal, you played against Georgetown Chiefs a lot over the course of your career. Having a player like that on your bench is a huge addition. What do you see in your working relationship on the court as I know you play off the bench, or not off the bench, but with the bench actually. What do you see that kind of relationship with that game?
I think Yodas is really underrated in a way. You know, when you play, like when he was in New Orleans and Sac, like he's just, you know, one-on-one, maybe for a little bit, but he's such a big body and he's so consistent down there and strong and gets his own rebound if he does miss. You know, I think he's going to be just a problem for the other team and the other guys that we have around whoever's in the game. I think just we can get real, you know, really tricky with the lineups and different stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, he's going to be, you know, a bull for us down there. I think he's going to be a great screen setter and dribble handoff guy. You know, somebody that's going to be very hard to go under, and if they go over, it just plays into our advantage. So I think it's going to be really fun playing with him and kind of similar to like when, hopefully when I get out there, kind of similar to like when Enes Kanter was playing with Dame and just everything was at half court when they're setting the screens in the playoffs, and it was really tough to stop. I think we can kind of add some of that with a mixture of Yoke and Val in there and maybe playing them together or something like that. So I think it should be cool.